It all up, the way you feel, you might do it for the buck. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. Here in this first quarter. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They go play action with Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another first and 10. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes left side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up.
It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, it's Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's caught. And the Seahawks are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Panthers' 3-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson, but now it's third and goal.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's Jones. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on third and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go. No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. 52. That's right, man. They don't want it.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
At the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. These 2 teams all tied after 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Tannehill. Flushed out right. Got a man. That's complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
On the carry.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
4-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll run it with Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Panthers have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in a running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Complete.
DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the gun, here's Tannehill. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
The score, Panthers 21, Seahawks 14.
Norstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Wilson. He sets up the screen to Jones. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson will throw again. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
To punt for the Seahawks.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tannehill. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Seahawks, 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second down and goal. Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The safety, Keanu Neal, there to make the tackle. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Play. Watch Mike. It's just me and you.
Throwing on second down. Tannehill in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 34. Now it's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Wilson on first down. He'll find Metcalf.
Wilson's
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
at the 44-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run it with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Ronald Jones unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Panthers will get the football back. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. That'll be taken in by Anderson. Touchdown, Carolina! Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
1st down, Seahawks.
Play action. Now Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Seattle.
Here's a first down throw that's complete.
Wilson.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Panthers will get the football back.
It's a turnover on downs.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat for a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th
down.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
16.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Little flip of fortune. They had a chance to possibly pin him deep, but out of bounds, and now they'll start at the 40. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
22 yards. First down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, they'll find Everett there, complete.
Wilson's pass.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Wilson to Metcalf that time. 1st down, Seattle.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Seattle.
DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
7 at the 21-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
we got to get this stop here, D.
On first down, Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Wilson. Left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 52 yards. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The Seahawks. Let's go. They'll take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
The 13-yard line.
One last shot for Wilson. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a cruncher there as it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
36.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.